Hey there, it's Bridget here, and I'm working on a little bit of a different background, and I do not have it perfected, but I didn't want to let that stop me from getting this week's episode out to you. So bear with me. This week, I want to talk about perception, the way that we perceive signs from spirit. Now, there's many ways that we perceive. We are familiar with them, in theory. In our minds, we know that our perceptions happen through hearing, through taste, through touch, through knowing, and through our eyes. We know that to be true, but we aren't always allowing ourselves to experience spirit through those lenses. So I want to slow down and take a look at these today and then give you an exercise that'll drop you into a place where you open to perceive more. So we get really attached to the way things are going to look. We get really attached to that receiving information from spirit should happen in a way that we can understand it. We get attached to information from spirit coming through in a big, glaring, obvious way. And I think that it would help to kind of frame or get an idea of what we're actually talking about when we're talking about the invisible world, spirit world, and signs from spirit. So I want you to, if you already don't, I want you to look at spirit as being close in. Not something that's far away, up in the sky, never reachable, but something that's actually close in. It's not that far away. Imagine that spirit is just, if there's a veil in front of me or a curtain in front of me, imagine that spirit is on the other side of the curtain. Not on the other side of the curtain 30 million miles away, but just on the other side, or maybe just in my periphery, right? Beyond this curtain that I have up. And examples of how this can be true are really pretty common. So in our everyday lives, we have many forms of energy that are just kind of beyond our perception, right? We have electricity that runs through our home. We can't see the electricity running, but we can see the benefits of it. We know it's actually running. The microwaves that come out of the microwave, that's a whole frequency that we can't see, but it's just right there and it's working for us. So think of spirit in that way. It's an energy that's reachable, but not always visual. But we can reap the results and the benefits of that energy being there if we just shift our gaze a little bit. And so as you think about expanding or opening your perceptions, instead of looking for signs from spirit as something you're straining to do, like I really want to see that sign, I really want to know what it means, I really want to know if, that's sort of straining, it's taxing. And you're looking for something from a place of reaching out. What I want us to do is to start to look at it like an opening. We are creating an opening. We're opening our sphere to experience what's already there. So instead of looking out and straining, we're staying where we are and we're just opening up our sphere so that we can perceive what's already there. And when we change our perception, or when we change our expectation and our understanding of where spirit is, we can drop into a different place and start to perceive spirit and signs from spirit from a closer in perspective. And so I'm thinking of when you go out in a forest or you go outside, and you know that there's birds and there's animals and there's all sorts of things that exist in the forest. When you go in, banging around, making noise, screaming and yelling, everything in the forest kind of gets quiet. No, that's not what I meant to say. When you go in to the forest and you're screaming and yelling and making noise, everything knows you're there and starts to get quiet. When you hang out for a little while and merge with the forest, careful of your footsteps, not making a lot of noise, observing, perceiving, listening, the forest then starts to come alive. You start to then notice the birds are singing, the animals are moving, the insects are doing their work. So connecting with spirit is kind of like that. When we go in screaming and yelling and banging around and making requests, a spirit world kind of appears to be kind of quiet. But when we go in or just access it from here, from a quiet space, from a place of observing and perceiving with all of our senses, the spirit world comes alive. And it's actually not that complicated. So I'm going to ask you to drop in with all of your senses. Not just your mind's eye, which we utilize all the time, and not your vision with your eyes. I'm going to ask you to drop in with your ears. I'm going to ask you to drop in with your sense of smell. And I'm going to ask you to drop in with your sensors and your sensing and see how that goes for you. And when we drop in, or not drop in, when we open our sphere in the way that I'm talking about, we get out of the tunnel vision that we're usually in, seeing things one way, expecting them to be a certain way, doing things the way we've always done and always getting what we've gotten. That's sort of tunnel vision, just looking down in that one direction. When we open our sphere, we can receive and perceive more. When we open our sphere and open our senses, the ordinary starts to look different. And that's where the line is between where you are and where you think spirit is, or where you perceive spirit. The signs also become more obvious when we open our sphere. And by doing that, we're creating a new opportunity for information to reach us. So I want to do a little experience with you. You can go ahead and pause right here and come back. If you need to go to the bathroom or if you need to grab your earbuds, you can hit pause and come back. Okay, I'm going to ask you to put your distractions away and just have this time for you. Close your door, put your other screens away. Just no distractions right now. I'm going to ask you to sit and be comfortable and start to breathe. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Allowing yourself to settle and allowing yourself to become comfortable in this space where you're sitting and in your heart. And as you continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, allow yourself to slow your rhythm, slow your pace down. You might notice that as you're breathing and slowing it down, that you begin to feel a little more weighted or a little heavy. That's perfect. Breathing in, breathing out. And I'd like you to breathe down. Breathe down through your body, sending your exhale down through your chest, your ribs, your hips, and your legs. Sending it down slowly as if you were pouring thick honey through your insides. Allow your breath to become like honey, moving down slowly and easily, pouring through your body, towards the floor, through your open feet, allowing your breath to enter into the earth. As your roots move through you and down through the earth, grounding in, connecting you in to the stable, solid foundation of the earth. Come up into your center. Find the light that lives there. Find that light, and as soon as you find it, pay attention to it. In addition to seeing that light, can you feel the heat of that light, the heat of that flame inside your body? Are you able to listen for the sound that a flame makes as it starts to ignite? Are you able to see or hear the sound of the fire as it snaps, crackles, and pops as it comes to life inside of you? Are you able to smell the smell of the fire as it ignites inside of you? Are you able to feel its warmth and its heat and its light? Allow yourself to perceive that light, that flame, that fire inside of you with all of your senses. Knowing in your heart and in your gut that it is alive, that you are tapping in to the live fire energy inside of you. Breathing in, breathing out, noticing your body as the fire burns brightly inside of you. What do you notice about your body? What's calling your attention in your body right now? And can you extend that fire out through whatever is calling your attention? And as you're noticing your body, allow your attention to come up to what you hear, paying attention to the sounds that you hear right now. Notice the sounds in front of you, the sounds on either side of you. Even notice the sounds behind you. Just noticing. What is the loudest sound that's in the room right now? Notice the loudest sound that you hear. And then bring your focus into the quietest sound, the quietest hum, the smallest noise that you hear. And from the quietest noise that you hear, Begin listening and expanding what you hear and pay attention to through the whole room. Listen to what you hear in the entire room. Allow all of those noises to come in. Spreading your awareness out through into the room. And you may notice that you hear. You may notice that you smell. You may notice that you feel what's in the room around you. And go ahead and expand your awareness a little bit past the room that you're in. Allow your awareness to extend out to the next room. Or perhaps you're allowing your awareness to extend outside the room. Outside into the space around the building you're in. And notice what you notice in the space outside the room. What you hear, what do you sense, what do you feel far out beyond your personal space and out beyond the room that you're in. And gently bring your awareness back into the room and back into the space that's all around you. Bringing your awareness back into the space around your body. Perhaps it's about 12 inches or a foot out from your body. What do you notice in that space? Then go ahead and bring your awareness in a little closer, perhaps an inch or two away from your body. What are you aware of a few inches from your skin? What are you seeing, hearing, smelling, feeling, perceiving just a few inches away from your skin? And bring your awareness to the top of your skin, to the space where your skin meets the air. What do you notice? Go underneath your skin. What do you feel, hear, and sense just under the top layer of your skin? You can notice the skin anywhere on your body. Wherever you're drawn, wherever you feel the most energy, go there. Feel and sense where the most energy is underneath your skin. Then move your awareness into your heart, becoming aware of the front of your heart, the back of your heart, and the deep, deep space inside your heart. Pay attention to what you hear, feel, and sense from inside your physical heart. And then be aware of the energy that your heart is sending through your body. As it pumps blood and sends life force through your body. Notice what that sounds like. What do you hear from your heart? What do you sense from inside your heart? What are you aware of as your heart beats and your senses go within, deep within the heart? Being aware of energy as it moves from your heart through your body. What do you notice? What do you hear, smell, feel, or taste as energy moves through your heart into your body? And as you're aware of the energy that moves from your heart into your body, allow your focus to come back to your breath. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Taking a few breaths there. And from this space, really listening with your ears, your nose, your gut, with all your senses. Listening to the energy all around you. Paying attention to the space where spirit lives. Under your skin, on top of your skin, around you in the room, and outside the room. Take 3 more deep breaths. Bringing your awareness fully into your body, fully into your heart, feeling your fingers and your toes. Bringing your awareness fully back to awake and aware consciousness. You have the opportunity to do this whenever you'd like. You can take this exercise outside with you, or you can do it inside. You could do it in the bathtub. You could do it before you go to bed, or whenever you would like to expand your perceptions. So, when you've had a chance to experience this, come on over to the group and let us know 1 or maybe 2 things that you noticed. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful day.